we should have at least equal rights.
Now, Devdutt, when the Sarchang Chalak of the RSS, Mohan Bhagwat, publicly proclaims that India is a Hindu nation, and in a sense he speaks for the whole family of organizations there, how do you react as a contemporary man?
Well, he's entitled to his views.
Yeah. That's the divide, is it?
No, and see, people are entitled to their views. I think in any fair society, people can say, even if you tell me something most absurd and ridiculous,
is this absurd? I'm going to pin you down on this. Is this absurd and ridiculous?
You see,
because say what the Constitution says, what this man says.
I thought we were having a conversation.
Yes, but a conversation is also, it tries to ask searching questions.
So long as you allow me to ask you searching questions.
I'm only a moderator. You can ask, but I'm only a moderator. I'm trying to get this. Yeah.
You see, we give people authority and we give people importance. We assume their authority and we assume their level of knowledge because it makes good newspaper reading. Yeah? So I don't have to put it on the front page. I can put it as a footnote. By the way, Mohan Bhagwat said this. But that doesn't sell newspapers. Controversy.
So you're blaming the messenger rather than the message, the vicious character of this message.
I'm blaming the hierarchy in the way in which the messaging is presented.
But you yet to disclose your position on what I asked you about. I'm willing to answer.
Well,
I'm going to ask Laila the same
thing. He's entitled to his view,
yeah.
But it is the thing is, until 1828, the word Hinduism did not exist. It was created by the British as a category for administrative convenience. And the RSS themselves sometimes use Hinduism as a religion and sometimes as a geographical location. So if you go to Israel, whether you're Hindu or Muslim, you are called Hind.
Yeah.
Because Hind is
we are called the Hindu.
No, so the Hindu can be seen at different levels. I'd like to see that there is a generosity in his language. Maybe.
Okay. How do you look at the position of women? What religion, the impact of religion on what the Constitution promises, equality, gender equality, for all religions?
Yeah, I think all religions. It's a no-brainer. When my mother divided her property, it was divided equally between me and my two sisters. I believe that women have equal rights. I also believe gay people and lesbian people have equal rights, but the very same constitution denies them that. The laws deny. The Supreme Court judge called the LGBTQ community minuscule minority and therefore unworthy of human rights. So it has nothing to do with religion, Even the most democratic and republic of institutions can be highly intolerant.
So, the question is this, this is how I'd formulate it. When evidence was asked about a Ram temple there, Advaniji, who I think has tremendous experience in this, said, don't look at evidence, look at faith. Yeah. So what is the value you would place on the faith especially when two faiths conflict. Faith meaning
Belief
of
yeah.
people among the masses.
Faith is important for many people. When you have nothing going for you, it is faith that sustains you. So
As
that,
against evidence.
well, you don't get evidence for everything. Many children don't really know who their parents are. We assume that our parents are telling us the truth.
Well, DNA.
I'm not going to ask my father and mother, please show me DNA that you're my parents. I mean, that is the end of a relationship. But the fact is, life is based on faith and assumptions. I trust you with my money. I trust you with my, we trust the state, my bank with money.
Science. Now, you saw that during the last Science Congress, you had all kinds of bizarre presentations and papers presented. I remember one gave a very detailed description of aircraft 2,000 years ago and so on. Now this happened after a political change happened in Delhi. It's not a coincidence. Maybe there's some crackpots who presented papers earlier, but this assumed a critical mass. To the extent that Venki Ramakrishnan recently went on record to say, I'm not going to the circus, the Indian Science Congress, which has a very venerable past and pedigree. So where does science come into this business of religion, faith, trust, believe people? So where does it come in?
I think science has been presented as a religion because science deals with facts, measurements, and evidence. It doesn't deal with truth. Truth is a religious word.
Whose truth? Which truth? Truth according to which religion?
Exactly. That's mythology. Welcome.
Yeah.
The thing is, when something cannot, it's like I've been asked repeatedly, did planes exist? I said, listen, show me the evidence, show me the measurement, and then it's true. I'm not dismissing it. Maybe it is a possibility.
Is it?
If I dismiss it, I will create violence. That is respect. Somebody wants to believe in something fabulous and fantastic. Allow him. There is fantasy is nobody's truth. Fact is everybody's truth. But between these two extremes, there is myth, which is somebody's truth. It's my truth. And when you are dismissive of it, I get angry. And that anger builds up, and I start doing foolish things. It would be just prudent and good management to just allow people to have certain beliefs that if somebody wants to believe in God and I don't, if I can respect him, that it is his belief, it makes his life happy. Now replace the word God with Vimanas. He believes it makes him happy. How is it hurting me?
Nobody objects to it.
If you know how to I think we have now decided to sensationalize the world, and you know a lot about sensationalization. Binaries, because you cannot have an argument without a binary. But the moment you allow the world to be fluid and fuzzy, and you allow negotiations and conversations, however absurd a person is sounding.
You're a very patient man.
Well, I was told that if you have faith, you have patience. And I think a country like ours, when nothing works, most of the times, and you have to deal with delayed flights, delayed trains, no water in your tap, potholes, you have to be patient. We are too eager being judgmental, trying to be right, trying to dominate.
You're speaking around this issue. I asked you about, yes, we're talking about science.
No, I'm not falling into the binary trap that you use to sensationalize. Yes. And you don't like it.
Yeah.
I will not fall into your trap. I see it.
Yes.
I'm sorry, sir.